Shoot.
Your mic is hot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be with you in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this started. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to DYOR Live here on the DYOR Media Network, coming to you from Winter Park, Colorado. I'm trying to get this show launched here, but Pedro disappeared. Pedro, you there? Pedro? I think Pedro got a phone call. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is Meme Coin Monday here on the DYOR Media Network. Pedro's going to be running the show for us today, and we're going to have a good time here trying to get this show done here. As you can see, I'm out basically in the middle of nowhere here, and the fact that I can get coverage here is amazing. Pedro, you must be on mute, or he disappeared. All right. Well, let's see some comments if you guys are out there. I can't find my mouse because I can't see anything. Chuck Jansen in the house. Thanks for coming in today, Chuck Jansen. Pedro Garcia, I can hear you now.
Look, give me a second because this thing's not wanting to work.
Anyway, welcome to the house, Chuck Jansen. Welcome to the house. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Derek, I'm in northern country here. Actually, I'm in western country. Right behind me, right in front of me here is the Winter Park ski area. And I'm out kind of in the sticks here on the way to pick up Striking Et. Because we're out here doing a little father-daughter type stuff. But anyway, I don't even have any music going here. I got nothing.
It is so frustrating, dude. Why isn't this work?
Pedro's phone died. Did your phone die?
Nope. It just decided to do its own thing and shut down for whatever reason. It read the StreamYard website as a potential threat. And I'm just like, what?
Ladies and gentlemen, there's Pedro Garcia. I'm guessing we're going to hear some feedback here in a second.
Okay, can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
You can hear me?
We can.
Awesome. Sorry about that, guys. First day back. It's always fun. Here we are.
All right, Pedro,
Okay.
I'm gonna drop out here and leave the show in your hands. I'll be back when I come back into cell phone coverage area.
All right, so are we talking like 30 minutes?
Yeah, or less.
Okay, cool. All right. Excellent. Sorry, guys, about that.
Show's in Pedro's hands, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah,
He can do
fun
it.
times.
Meme Coin Monday. Bring your questions, radar chats. We'll be with you.
Absolutely, guys. I got you guys up here. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. It has been a fun morning, having a lot of stuff going on today, and especially with what's going on with the markets, XRP. Even though we crapped on XRP so much, I have to admit it has been moving. Now, we did see it before it started to pump. Like the first couple big candles before it exploded, I said, we're seeing, I think it was about a month and a half ago. I said, you know what? This thing's potentially could get going because we started seeing volume step into it. And that thing has been, I mean, taking off. So impressive with what what they're doing. So it's pretty epic. And I mean, to really see the fact that it really got going when Gensler stepped off. And it was almost like they almost knew that he was going to step off, right? And then he ended up like Pedro rocking it. What's up, brother? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. What's up, my peoples? It's good to see you, Crypto Mike and Kaching's in the house. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and go into some stuff here. All right, so we've actually been watching the market here, really having a good old time. It's kind of sad because a lot of people are expecting the huge push when it came into the market here, but obviously Bitcoin decided to do its own thing and said, you know, I'm going to chill out for a bit. So interesting that it is. Now, we did talk about two things, right? One, it hitting the 100,000 and then seeing the sell-off, right? And then from there, because all of those buyers coming in from basically us, the novices, and they call us the odd lots, right? Whereas you have the institutions who come in and absorb a lot of those buys and actually go in and short the market. So it's one of those things you're just like, right? What's up, C Lady? Good to see you. Hey, the big deal is in the house. What's up? Mr. Spurges, what's up, Jason? It's good to see you. Always good to see you. All you guys over at X, good to see you guys as well. Glad to have every one of you guys. So it's real interesting. As we're looking into the market, they sold off the market and basically they're almost going over. So I think what happened, and this is what I think is going on, is that there were so many people trying to top off, one being Saylor himself, right? Trying to push us above 100,000. And they absorbed a lot of those buyers as sell orders, where then they were able to drop it. And what happens is these people are going to get liquidated, right? Basically the longs up here. And they're just like, dang it. I'm talking, there's probably a lot of people buying the interest as it was coming up. We talked about how we weren't seeing a lot of real like buyers as we're topping up at that 100,000. And I was hoping, like I said, I was hoping that this thing's going to push through 100,000, go to 110,000, and we'll see a sell-off. We talked about that. But the reality is, I think there were so many buyers stepping in that it was almost like stealing candy from a baby for the institutions. And so they went through to the other side, absorbed a lot of those sell orders, and then dropped it back down. So this is what we're seeing here. Again, it was coming close over the weekend, right? We didn't really see a lot of volume stepping in. Well, let's go into this area here real quick. So this area right here, this is my volume, but in a line form, right? I actually switched it up. And this is the moving average that we're seeing step in, right here. So this is the moving average. You can see it's going down with volume. And we're seeing, even though, and this is on a Monday, I expected to see some more volume step in and kind of really push this market up. Meaning like over the weekend, but they're still, I think so many people are buying that they're just absorbing it and pushing it down even further because they want to see this push up. We know that Michael Saylor needs this potentially to go all the way up so that he can keep pushing and buying and getting people to loan him money. Now, I heard somebody talk about this over the weekend. I was on a space and they were saying that one, Saylor has a free interest loan and it's out and it isn't obligated till 4 years out. So it's, when I say loan, I mean investors, right? People will basically give him money so that he can go through. And more importantly, also to be paying attention to, if it's not for 4 years out, we know within the next 4 years we should see Bitcoin most likely at easily 200,000, right? And then more, and at least 200,000. So that would definitely help them out. I think we'll probably see Bitcoin at 300,000 is what I'm expecting. But we shall see there. Give me 1 second. This should be right here. I don't know why this changed. And then this one should be 600,000. There we are. If you guys have any meme coins for me to check out, let me know. We'll definitely check it out. What's up, Spurgis? I'm on both Rumble and YouTube. That's what's up. Good to have you on Rumble. What's up? I'm over on Rumble, Mr. Hordes, as well as Mr. Fire Chicken. Good to see you guys. What's up, my friends? Good to have you guys. Definitely got 5 people watching. Awesome. That is awesome. Okay, here we go. Here we are. All right. So one of the things I think it's important to be paying attention to here with Bitcoin is that Bitcoin, potentially this sideways pattern is them setting things up for the next leg up. Okay. So there's 2 ways that they can do this. How wide is this sideways pattern? Is this the top end of the sideways pattern? And then the bottom is sitting at the 85, 75,000, which is going to be about right here, right? We've talked about this potentially being a sideways pattern, right? Where they're going to accumulate and frustrate people and get them to basically sell off their position because they were let down, and then push the market up to its next leg up. Or are they going to keep it between these lower, or are they going to keep it at a higher level? So it all depends on what they want to do. So let's go to move this. So there's a couple plays here, and I want us to be ready for that. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna put 2 markers here for us. So the first marker is this 85,000 mark area. Are we going to stay within this range until they decide to push it up? Or are they, like again, I said, dropping it back down? So these are certain areas that we can sit there and see what they want to do. If we start to see major volume again step in, right, like what we were seeing here, then what I want to see is then the market to push up above the 100,000. And I always talk about this, right? Find support at the 100,000 area, and then make up that next level. So it needs to push up, hit that 110,000, come back down, find support, and then continue up. So it's real important. Let's check out here. What up, Yoda B? 420. How you doing? ESP, emotional support pickle, is the next big deal on BSC. Reward the ultimate or ultra Doge, a self-reflection token tagged 1-to-1 to Doge. There you guys go. 1-to-1. So buying them is as much as the same as buying it. All right, here we go. View message. For whatever reason, it is not. If you could repost that, man, ESP, the contract, that'd be dope. It's actually not letting me view it. It hit a message, automatically held for review, hidden. No, it was not hidden by me. View, delete a message. There we go. Let's see it here. I messed up actually. So here we go. Let's check this baby out here. So that's my view on what we're going to see with BTC, and then from there we'll come back to it later today. But let's go ahead and move forward here. Alrighty then. Here we go. Let's check out. Emotional support pickle. 1-to-1 connection. Ooh, I don't think that's it right there. Definitely don't think that's it. Is this it, guys? This is not looking too hot here. Let's try it again. Liquidity 25,000. This one has 2,000. You guys have 2 contracts by chance? Here we are. Alrighty, man. Yoda, it's not what I'm seeing, buddy. It is definitely looking kind of odd here. This is Sneak and Neek or Neck Ada. So is this correct? Since this is not what you're putting in, buddy. It is. Launch Jeet rewards have been great though. Marketing about to kick off soon. Alrighty, let's check it out. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So let's check out this. So it looks like you guys have been pumping here. What's the market cap? Oh, wow, you guys are at 400. Nice, man. Yeah, 400 mil or 540 mil. Nice little area right here. All right. So I like this. Is you guys have had some good pumps here, really good pump. Your biggest volume really came in around that 300 mil here. Nice little area, man. All right, multiple liquidity pools parts for volume to feed the rewards. Okay, I got you. Launch rewards have been great though. Marketing about to kick off soon. Okay, well, dude, this one, I mean, if your marketing is just getting started on Sneak, man, it's phenomenal. You guys are $500 million. It's phenomenal, Yoda. Real phenomenal. Are you the dev or are you just a community member? Love to know what you guys are. C Lady, good to see you. We'd have some sell-offs, but strong community launched under 24 hours ago. And which one is that one, C Lady? Is that the... Is that what Yoda's hitting, or is that what is? Yeah, let me know. Let's bring some clarification. But this one looks strong. Absolutely. The ES, the ESP. Don Cardano, yeah. Let's pull this up here real quick for you guys. Boom. All right, guys. So check this out real quick. Just to give this one, the Sneak one or Snack. Look, it's following that 8-period moving average to a T. I mean, you cannot. If you look at your market cap, next time it pulls back, it would be back in this area here. That's at 300,000. You potentially are going to hit this area and just see a big jump there. My only concern is this: is that as it comes back down, you're weak. You're really overextended, right? Like it's just been going up every single day, which isn't really I don't like seeing something like that on this, right? Especially it being at 48 mil. So as soon as it comes back down to this area here, this is that weekly zone here, which is what I'm looking at. It's pretty nice. So I like that 307 million. And potentially, if it has a major sell-off, this is probably where it's going to sit at that 132 mil. area. It's pretty nice. It's at these levels here, so it's pretty dope. Let's check out the other one here as well. That sea lady was talking about. Sneak was just one I saw. Oh yeah, that one's pretty fire. Hopefully you got into it. Let's check out emotional pickle here. So it's sitting at a level. Looks like you had a pretty good push up, good little sell off. Obviously within the last 24 hours is what we're looking at. So you want to see some consolidation here with this. And we want to see it get above that 8 period moving average, right? Like it's one of those things we're trying to see. So right now it's being held down off of that. And if you don't mind me asking real quick, was it just Jeets coming in that pushed up the support pickle and then just dropped it? Is that what's up? Sneak was just one I saw. Yeah, that Sneak is looking hot. That's, I gotta admit, it might real nice. There we are. Oh, let's pull this up here one more time. Yeah, so for ESP here, so on the emotional support pickle here, you can see that I really want to see it kind of finding support here. And so it's already starting to find a little bit on the 5 and 15 minute above the 8 period. And we need to see volume coming in here before you guys start with that, right? Like super important to be looking at what I'm seeing here. In additionally to that, as I'm looking at this, I think it's important also, got G'd hard, but started to build solid floor. Yeah, absolutely. I'm starting to see it here. Yeah. But we want to see some good volume stepping in. Now, you don't have really any resistance here, right? Until like, you get up a little bit further, right? So a lot of this stuff, if you can really manage this, you've got, the only thing you got is the 8 hour, 8, okay? And you got the 30 minute, 20 sitting up here. But you can get this thing up to 73 to 80,000 market cap here. You guys should be clean because you have no resistance after that. From there, you're clean. You should be able to push right back up and get it above 100,000 and allow this to be your floor. So this is where I would want to see your floor. If you guys can get some good marketing going, get it out there, you guys should be able to play this higher end. And as that goes, then the moving average will act as support as you move up. Just like when we were going over the previous one here that was looking pretty fire. I was like, wow. That was the, give me 1 second. I want to put this one up because I actually want to be looking to buy this one here as it comes down to these lower levels. That's snack watch list here and watch list. And then we're going to do this one right here. Strawberry wine.
It's moving.
Right,
Hola,
so
Pedro. I've returned.
What's up, buddy?
I said I was able to pop on the stream here for just a minute, running through some comments of from the passenger seat of the car while striking it dry.
Yeah, this is support.
Here listening.
Oh, awesome. I got you, Tom. Well, Tom, I know you also got a lot of stuff going on, so I'm trying to make this quickly. Guys, it's going to be a short show, literally just for Tom, because Tom needs to get going. But if we want to jump on, gather our community, say, hey, guys, we're still here. Appreciate every one of you guys. And so,
Pedro, you can keep it going for a while. I'm back in cell coverage, and so I can pop in and out. Okay,
excellent. All right. So on the back end, I do think that this higher level, the 100,000, I'd rather have your 100,000 be your guys's. It's a 100,000 mark, right? That if you can push it above it and make that your support, that's what brings a lot more eyes, right? Whereas if it stays down in that 60,000, 50,000, that means that you guys just got out of pump fund, right? Whereas the 100,000, if you guys can push it above it, let's say 200,000, bring it back down, that becomes that support level that literally shows people, okay, you're not just like a fadeaway coin, right? You're literally a coin that at least got out of pump fund and now it's finding support. So that I would encourage you guys to really hit hard here and get your community to shield this on any and every major area, right? And that includes any like space, any show on YouTube. Your community is what's going to flood Zach Humphrey stuff, Jake Gagan stuff. They love meme coins. They're all about meme coins. And something like this seems like right up their alley. So I think you guys could really do a great job when it comes to going through and promoting your coin. It's and I like, but you've got to get above the 100 period. Now, even our 100,000 market cap. The back end also is with this. As I'm looking at this, I'm going to make this a green instead of a red because I want this to become an area for gold for you guys. You can push it up, then come back down and act as support. All righty. Excellent. Let's check out this other one here. Ooh, Tom is here. Yep. What is the ESP contract? All right, we'll post that here. You see lady just posted below for you, Kaching. So check it out. A nice little community here. All right, let's go ahead and pull this up here real quick. All righty. Okay, I think that's about it for that one. If you guys have any other ones you want me to check out, let me know and I will go check it out. Boom. Alrighty. Good to have 10 of you guys here watching us. Appreciate every one of you as viewers. Thank you so much. And it's 10 of you guys over on Rumble. Appreciate every one of you. What's up, Arcade? It's good to see you. 77, it's good to see you. And, you know, I think what's interesting is as we're moving into this bull market here, right, and really starting to find support, we're actually seeing the normal rotation actually happen within BTC. And as it sells off, money's taken out, it gets put into a lot of the coins, right? Let's check out a few. Now, we all know that we've talked about XRP, right? We talked about XRP getting going. We talked about it down here when it was in that 40 cent, 30 cent area here as we were coming down. And we said, and I made a I was like, guys, we're seeing some, I said, these are going to act as resistance line, wait for it to pull back and push up. But this thing, I think it was right here. Yeah, because this is when we saw the increase in volume right here, coming and finding support. And I said, look, this area act as support, or excuse me, resistant area. It literally pushed through and found support here. So that means that was a huge opportunity. But this was the area that we started looking into it because it was this big push up that we saw off of this. Now, I thought it was going to come back down and find support. But this red candle here acted literally as just a buyback before it sent. And that was on that 50 cent, 40 cent area, or actually, I wouldn't say 40 cents. We were talking about it down here. But man, it just, look at this thing. It just got stupid. This thing is getting stupid. I said, once it blows through this area here, there's no stopping it. I mean, like there's literally no resistance up at these levels here at all for XRP. XRP, literally, like I've said, has no resistance apart from the resistance that I've talked about prior. And then after that, it's clean to go where it wants to go. The $3 mark area here is one of those areas that literally could become a thing to go back and sit there and say, hey, remember when it was at $3.50? I'm mad at myself because I only picked up a little bit because I don't believe in what XRP wants to do. So I can't sit there and get behind what they're trying to do. I'm a huge proponent for DeFi being DeFi, a decentralized system. So, but there's a lot of people here that are in this, that are very happy. Sitting at 260. If any of you guys got into when we were talking about it at these lower levels, right? And that's these lower levels of the 40 cent area, 30 cent area that we talked about as it was coming. Hopefully you guys got in at those things. Like I said, I didn't fully get into it, but you know, I wouldn't say I have a huge bag. I mean, it's becoming a pretty big bag now, but that's on the back end, and I wasn't 100% into XRP. But it's going to be really interesting to see as we continue to move forward how far they're going to go. I'm going to move this area here as a little area of demand. So if any of you guys are looking to be buying in, I like this area right here. Come on. All right, buddy. Come on. Let's go. There you go. So I like that dollar. I like the $2 195 area, 185 area. Good little area here for you guys to wait for a pullback if you want to get in at those levels. We've got one last little area before we now do price discovery, and that's going to be that 330 to 308 to 330 area. And more important, as it comes down, if it does, right, it might just blow right through that area again, right? But if not, then you want to wait for it to hit it. You will see volume step in where sellers are going to get in. Then it'll come back down. So we'll discover, and it should pull back to about this level here, where the 8-period moving averages, as well as that area here where that demand level is, right? So we'll see what happens as it moves forward. But this thing is catching legs and it's catching wings and it's looking like it wants to keep going. So we'll see what's up with that. That's it. Now let's check out some of the meme coins here as we start to pull here. DYOR, boom. Okay, so this area for Dogecoin is it's moving like that. Oh, where is a way to USD? Let's just pull this up here real quick for Doge. All right. So we talked about us being in the sideways pattern right here. We're kind of consolidating. It's pushing up. I think and you can see it came back down, found support here at this flip level. And now we're starting to see it get going here again. I am expecting, see lady, this team never cheats. Solid people. Love it. I love it. Boom. As Dogecoin now is starting to come back down, right? These are areas that you want to start looking to be paying attention to buy in. Obviously, Elon Musk has made it pretty clear that he's going to be doing a lot of stuff with Doge. So I thought maybe he might even create his own coin, but nah, this is it. So he was, he's pretty bullish on it. We're seeing a consolidation of that 8 and the 20-period moving average and a deceleration of volume. So as we're trying to see this here, volume is probably going to hit some resistant level here. Okay, so as we start to see it come down, we want to see literally an area. I think the area that it's going to pull back down to is that 35 to 32 area as it comes down. So we'll be looking to put in a buy at this level here. Again, that's what I'm looking to do. But if it comes back down even further, the next level is sitting at this resistant level right here. Or excuse me, not resistance level, previous resistance now become demand. And so that's what we're going to see right here at this level. That is the 20 cent to 18 cent area here. So be looking for that as it pulls back. So you got 2 entry levels here. You got it at kind of the high here, which is that 35, 32. And you've also got that 20,000 to 18,000 area here. All right, let's check out Matic here real quick. Matic is looking hot. Our good old friend Tom Herlihy went through. I was talking about it when we were sitting down at these levels here, saying, hey, it's starting to show some strength here. We should start to see it kind of pump. So you can see it pushed up, came down to our resistance level or support level here, which was once resistance, and now starting to continue up. Honestly, there's really no resistant level. I know we got the 400-period moving average here, but besides that, it's like you probably will hit up this resistance level at that 77, 74 area. We also have the 66 area here, but so a lot of times what I like to do is push up because we're in a bull run, remember? So we'll push up first, right? And then come back down, put in a higher low, and then continue up here. And so we've got 2 entries that you could potentially wait for. We got 1 entry where it hits up, comes back down, finds support at the demand level here and down here, which is sitting at that $51 to 53 area. Oh, excuse me, 51 cent to 50 cent area, and then continue up until we hit the higher levels. I think we could potentially see it hitting levels of that 129 area to that 156 area here coming real soon. So right now, these levels here are a pretty good bargain. Are we going to see an all-time high of the 292? I think it's very possible. So I still think that these levels here are still low price, right? Until we start to do price discovery with Matic as well. Let's check out Shiba Inu here. That is Shibaru, Bone, that good old trusty area. Now, it was kind of sad. I actually was in an area here that was talking. So we had the bust out on Sunday here with SHIB, right? We always talk about this. So typically when you see a coin that kind of shoots right up at the beginning of the week, typically we'll see kind of a sell-off either at the end of the week or in the mid of the week, right? Potentially is pushing up to come down. Again, in a bull run, what should we see? We should expect a big area where it pushes up, a pullback, and then a continue up with that leg, right? So these are a couple of areas where you can wait for the pullback and then jump back in with the trend. One being where we're at right now, right, which was previous resistance. Now comes support, right? But I also like this area right here. Let me one. Oh, there we are. And that's this area right here where we also see the 8 daily period moving average sitting right here. Now we're going to take this off because this also acts as resistance for the triangle, but you can see it come back down to these areas here, which is going to be that 04 2605 and the 04 25 cent area. So that 2625 04 25 04 26 area is what I'm looking at for potential pullback. So like I said, there's 2 areas here. Now let's check out another one. 1 second. Boom. Oh. Here we are. Pepe. Pepe's in this consolidation period. We definitely got in at these lower levels here when we were checking out. So it was pulling back into our 4-hour period area, and now it's continuing up. Pulling back to this level here is what I kind of like, right? It shows good strength, pushing up to come down. Again, you have 2 positions here. You could get back in at that 17 or 0417 to the 0416 area, which is right here, where that we couldn't win in on that 4 period. But I think potentially it very much could come back down to that 0413. 36 to the 041304 area. This is really my prized area. This is the area that I want to get in with Pepe as it pulls back to this area. And so one of those things that I'm looking for. And how far can it go? Honestly, as it comes back down to these lower levels, it potentially is putting up, getting ready for the next leg up that we're going to see into this bull run. And so how far would it potentially go? I think we
one over here too.
Potentially we could see get up to that 3,500 to the 4,000, which is the next leg up, right? Because this is a consolidation area, and we pull, like Pedro, where you can, because from the previous leg, right? Here's the previous leg, boom. All right, let's go ahead and pull this here, and that's where that comes to that 35, 4,000 area is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And so that would be something that I'd expect to see as it starts to extend its legs and really catch wings as it continues to push up. So it's going to be really fun to see.
Like,
hey, bud, I can hear you. You there? Can you hear me? Oh, what's up, favorite? Good to see you. Tom, you there?
Hey, Pedro.
Hey. Oh, no, I was just letting you can hear. Can you take off for just a second? I got a bio situation I got to go handle. I'll literally be in 2 minutes. So I'm going to let Tom take over for just a moment. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm mobile in a store right now. I'm not sure I can adjust the camera here. Let's see if I can do that. Layout. Anyway, if you guys let me know.
All right, sorry about that, my people. Here we go. Tom, you there? Nope. All righty. I guess not. It's all good. All right, guys. So one of the things I think we could actually be paying attention to as well, as the market for Pepe starts, if it does come back down to these lower areas here, expect to see potentially a good little push here, right? And that's where, like, when we see that push come in, we can actually really start to see almost a divergence, and that's what we want to sit there and see, whereas volume and everything else starts to show, right, more volume, but potentially a lower low here, right, which is going to be right here. So that's what we're going to be looking. We want to come and tap that 50 period moving average if this does come back down here. So it's going to be really, really fun here. Okay, let's check out this actually was really starting to pick up. Dog with hat. We saw it push back up, but like we talked about here, that I really would like for this thing to come back down to that 231 area, to the 213. So potentially that's what we're actually seeing here with the high of the 465. And if you guys are looking to get in with dog with hat, I'm really liking that 233 area, potentially down to the 221 area. I don't think we're going to come back down here to the $1.29. And so with that, this lower level would be a great area. Again, what we want to see is price come down, hit that 100 period moving average, and then in that area, we're going to probably see a little consolidation and then another continuation with that. So we want to see an increase in volume as it starts to come down into this lower area. All righty. Any questions over there on the chat? Boom. Check this out here. Dogecoin. What up, Arcades? Good to see you. All righty. 6 people viewers. Appreciate every one of you guys. There we go. Over on Rumble here. All right. Next area here. Floki. Floki. All right. Floki got listed, we know, on a few of these indexes, centralized exchanges. So as it's coming back down, again, I'm looking for an area of support where I can start to pick. So we got 2 of them. One, we got that 0.318 area to the 0.317 area here. Got that 50 period moving average. So I'm expecting it to come back down to here. And potentially, if it really kind of catches legs on this short, right? Again, remember how we see cycles, right? Whereas we go top, mid, lower, meme coins area, right? As money fluctuates and then pushes back up again. So it's like this roller coaster area where everything gets higher highs and higher lows during this bull market. So that's what we're looking to capture and be a part of, right? From meme coin Mondays to technical Tuesday, to whatever Wednesdays, where we go over the market at large and we start to see everything's, and then Thursday is just fun for all. So here we go. Floki, again, like I said, these lower areas here, I would love for the market to come down to and just kind of wait we're already seeing a decrease in volume as it comes back down to these lower levels. Let's check out Bonk here. Bonk hit our area of resistance here, and then kind of blew through it. There we go, boom. As these markets here, and give me 1 second. I gotta move this over here because it's gonna keep populating. There we are. Forgive me. So you can see here, as we're finding, we saw the supply wicks come in at these levels, and now we're starting to see it come down. Again, Bonk, I'm looking down at that 50 period moving average, which is sitting at that 33 or 0433 to the 0431.85 area, and potentially coming back down to that triple. Is that 5 or is that, forgive me, yeah, 0426 area to the 0426.70 to the 0426.33 area. These areas are good areas that we can, again, pick back up, sell off if you do have any here, wait for it to come back down, buy. And again, this is something that I would be looking to do as the market is moving forward. So again, these are good little areas to get in at large cap meme coins. I also want to bring in something that most people don't. Somebody had reached out to me and asked me, like, what is a large cap versus a small cap coin or a mid cap? And I said, well, it has to have a connection with traditional finance and what large caps and mid caps is. So large cap coins or large cap stocks range basically from, I believe it's $10 billion upwards. These are blue chip stocks. And typically, these are the ones that typically have its ability, because it's a business, to kick off dividend to its holders. And so they kick off dividends, and so you get a share of this, right? Crypto is obviously a little bit different. We actually deploy our money, and the money's actually working, a part of that liquidity pool, right? As we buy the coins and go in, right? So it's a similar situation, like more like in a sense, a bond, but that's the wrong word to use, right? Because I don't think, like, again, as the new system gets created for Trump, I hope they really bring in the right verbiage, right? Because verbiage has everything to do with it. I mean, it's a new asset class with a new system. And so there needs to be a right delegation of what's actually happening here, along with like mining, along with liquidity pool, right? Asset share. These things are different comparative to what traditional finance. So many of these coins here are mid cap. So I know, like, if you're above 10 billion, which I believe Shiba Inu, obviously XRP now is, right? But a lot of these mid coins, right, that are, well, meme coins, they're mid cap, right? They're under 10 billion. So I think mid cap is between 2 bill and 10 billion, right? And so this is where you see Bonk, you see Floki, I believe SHIB is, let me make sure on this. But I think as time starts to progress and we start to see this thing really, really take off, right? It would be, this is the other one. We talked about X. That was the other part I want to bring this up. I guess we'll talk about this tomorrow for Technical Tuesday. But we talked about X taking off and really starting to get going. And sure enough, man, it's starting to pick up, which was kind of crazy for me when I was watching, going like, wow, it just picked up, right? I think it was on the 28th, 29th, 30th, 1st, 2nd. Yeah. So I think it was Wednesday is when we were talking about it. Yeah, because it was Thursday. This was Wednesday, Tuesday. Yeah, because Wednesday I was traveling. So Wednesday we talked about X starting to pick up and get going. And sure enough, man, look at that. 002 all the way up to almost 005. So I think we might be seeing again another pullback to go back up. I don't know what's going on with Hex, but from a charting standpoint, it's looking hot. I mean, like, legit. So I like the way it looks, and it's following that 8 period moving average. I don't know what's going on, but it is moving. The other one I want to talk about, and I thought was crazy, is and I still can't believe this is actually still around and it's moving. The Luna contract. That was the other one that was kind of blowing me away. I was like, give me a second. Let's pull this up because I thought this was absolutely nuts. I was going through my charts again today. and just kind of seeing what's actually happening and what's moving. And I stumbled on again, and I forgot that. I was like, oh, I wonder what Luna's doing, right? And look at this. Where are you at, Mr. Luna? Or excuse me, not Luna, Lunic. Look at this. This is the new contract that they created. And sure enough, it came back down to our area here that we were talking about, which was that 408 to that 406 area. Came back down, found support, and look, it's starting to pump again. Now, wouldn't it be insanity if we saw, you talk about the Rocky Balboa comeback? Look at this. This thing would be insanity. Again, we're seeing volume step in. We're seeing the higher highs. I want to make sure I bring this up. Look at this. This volume high is kind of the peak, or this volume low here is the peak of this previous volume high, which means there's volume coming in that's finding support, right? And so I'm not, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm not telling you to do it, but I mean, I'm definitely, if it pulls back to this area 8, I'm buying Lunic. You know, I mean, you talk about it. I mean, if this thing was to get back to its all-time high, and let's say they were to get on a crazy streak of saying, we're just going to start killing all those extra coins that were minted, dude, this would make this thing, you talk about a pullback and a comeback. You know what I'm saying? You would have to call them comeback kid. I mean, it's just, it would be ridiculous. So Lunic, I hate to say it, but if it comes back down to my area of that 0 or 0310 area, we buy it. It's a buy for me, you know, because that's an area of support. And if it sells off, and I'm not telling you to put a giant bag in, but I mean, if this thing gets back up even to its all-time high, you're doing well. And I think if it does get going, you're going to see the old crew jump back in and go, we were burnt once, we were burnt twice, third time's a charm. So, I mean, it's potentially one of those areas, you know, like Heart is pushing up, meaning Hex. We're seeing Luna going again. I mean, are we about to see another craziness that happens? So something to throw out there. This might just become a meme coin, like legit. That was the other part I wanted to bring up. Is these coins might just become meme coins. Hex, right? The community is still there. Could be another meme coin. They have that wallet, but all other, you know, meme coins have wallets now, right? I mean, you know, I don't know what to call it. It's like a crossbreed between meme coins and like a utility coin, but it still has both, right? So I don't know. We'll see what happens here, but it's something that I'm looking. If it pulls back, I definitely want to get a piece of this Lunic here because it's kind of lunacy that it's still pumping, but it's still alive. It's alive. It's alive. So it's crazy here. Here we go. Alrighty. No, guys, if you guys have any questions, any concerns, anything you want to bring, please let me know. All right. Alrighty, let's check out some of these other meme coins here. Bonk. All right, Popcat. Let's check out the Popcat here. Popcat's coming back to our area here. Let's pull it up. Boom. All the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. All right, there we are. Okay. All right, so we're watching a couple things here with Popcat. One, we're seeing volume pick up, right? Look, we're seeing volume pick up. Right, even though it's a sell volume, it's still picking up right now, and we don't really have a supply wick, right? And so because of that, I'd expect it to be able to push back up. So I like this area as it's selling off for Popcat here. This area of 84.26, right, is a good area potentially to be buying back, right, as it comes back down into this level here. As meme coins are selling off, we're going to see another push back up right down the road. All right, we're already looking. I'm looking at just seeing like the idea of NFTs. I think there's going to be a new sort development of NFTs, there's got to be, right? I think that's what's going to bring in a lot of stuff like the NFTs that are the ability to be able to change some of the aspects on it, but then also still keep the non-fungible side behind it. So the dynamic NFTs are one of those things. And I also expect to see some type of DNFT that's connected to a chart for whatever reason. And I don't know if this is going to come out. Again, I'm not saying that it is, but there's got to be a new innovation of it. And I think that's what we're going to see in this next bull market. So I'm just throwing that out there. Be ready. Keep your eyes out there for the new reiteration of NFTs here. Here we are. Let's check out the 4 hour. One of the biggest things we want to be paying attention to is your your 4 hour chart. As we are continuing down to this level, we want to make sure that we stay above that 8 or stay below that 8 period moving average as we're coming down to this lower area here, okay? And then once it hits this area, again, we want to see volume step in. Again, look how we're seeing the volume pick up and then find support at the higher parts of this line here. So pay attention to that. Let's check out Brett. Brett. Many of you guys own Brett here. And so let's check them out. All righty. All right, guys, here we go. I'm going to post this right here. Okay, so we have a couple areas here. One being, and I'm more advent as we start to sell off on Brett to actually play this. So we sold off this week. How far is it going to go? I think it could come back down to that 8 period moving average on the 14-cent area here on Brett. And then in addition to that, seeing it sell off potentially, I think we'd have a giant wick down and then push back up, have it close on the week of this. So I think it might take 2 weeks, what we're going to sit there and see. We'll see a sell off down to here, that 14-cent area. And then from there, see again, wick down to that 10-cent. And then as it sells off, you're going to see a ton of volume step in at those lower levels, where we'll see the next leg up and potentially get to the 28-cent area here. And so that's what we're looking to do. So as we see that sell off come in, we want to see it kind of pick back up there. All right, and then go over the last little ones here. Dogs here, boom, is still kind of weak. And bone, excuse me. Bowman, I forget what this says, right? Book of memes here. Boom, here we are. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I want to check out here real quick. I've been following this. I think this is actually really dope. This is an index called memes. And like legit, it's just an index which the top memes here, and we're seeing it sell off. So that's why I'm having more of a downward mark area here at the beginning of this week, and again to see as it comes back down to these lower levels. So that's why I've kind of changed my mindset on coming down to go back up. So that's what I've been looking at. So check this out. It's called GMME. That's the actual acronym. If you go through, you can check it out. It's something that opens to us. I think it just say crypto, and it's against the U.S. dollar. So I wanted to share that with you guys as you guys move, as we're looking at it. This area here, I'm expecting this to come back down to this level here on memes here. Alrighty, then look at memes. They hit our area here. Is now selling off. Boom, came back down. It's now finding resistance here. So this area here potentially for book of memes. Here we are. So this is this area that I'm definitely looking at. And that's that 0 0072 to the 0070 area. And as it comes back down into that area, it's going to be a nice little area for it to find some support and then push back up. Alrighty, guys, that's it in a nutshell. Like I said, this was going to be a quick show, about an hour, and hour to 30 minutes. So if you guys have any questions, any concerns, you guys know, always leave a message in the comment section, and then we can go from there and find out what we need to do and then go over the stuff. All right, guys, that's in a nutshell. Hey, Tom, are you there, bud? And I don't know if he is. Let's check this out here real quick. Let me know in the show. And just so you guys know, Tom is the one that's producing this right now on the back end. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at here right now. There we go. Hopefully he's in the section here. Come on, bud. I think he's out of reception here. Alrighty then. There we go. Alrighty. Well, I guess we can go over a couple more stuff here real quick. I want to go over ADA here real quick. We can. Here we go. All right, guys. So ADA here is looking pretty good. You guys were able to pick up a lot here down at these lower levels here. I expected us to come back down to a little bit lower, but man, we consolidated in this area pretty good. And now it's starting to pick up some steam. So we were able to pick up quite a bit down at that 33 cent, 32 cent area here. And then now it's starting to pick up some steam again. It's going to be real interesting to see us get to that $1.64 area. It's going to be real nice, actually. Real nice. Real nice. But here we go. Here. This is the area that I expect to potentially see a pullback to. All right, guys, so check this out. That would be that 50 cent area, but I don't think we're going to. I mean, in all honesty, this thing is catching wings. Look, it's following that 8-period moving average. It's pretty strong. I think we're going to see it get to that 164 to the 176 area. It's going to look really nice, especially for our portfolios there, right? So it's pretty nice there. Manic that we already went over. Boom. Let's check out Con. Con here pulled back to kind of our area that we expected it to, found support, and now pushing up. It did not go as far as down as I thought it was going to come back down to hit that $4. But man, it's still nice that it sold off into an area that we were looking at down at that lower range here, which is that $7 range to the $4.50 range here. And basically what allowed us to pick up some of the ton here. And now it's continuing up. I think we very much could see it potentially have another pullback on TON, which is the Telegram coin, and then potentially continue higher here into that $8 potential $10 all-time high potentially as we move up here. Oh, DOT. That was the other one. So we were talking about DOT back here, right? Back in August, saying, look, we definitely have not seen the end of DOT. I don't think DOT's a major protocol with a ton of just holders. And so I said, guys, I can at least expect to see up at that $9 area, right? A 3x potentially. But we were talking about it sitting here as it was coming down into our supply area, pushing down, right? Let's go ahead and push this up. So where do we want to see DOT at? Hopefully you guys were able to pick up some DOT, right? As we were pushing up, or as we were coming down, we talked about it hitting our, 350 area, 360 area here, and potentially to start picking some up. We also talked about it hitting, once it crossed over that 8 period with some good volume. As we saw this, I said, be looking for a pullback to that 8 period. And you can see it's just been flying now. So I expect if you guys have definitely made your money on this, take a little bit of the profit and just let this thing run. If you're going to wait for it to buy back in, right? Wait for a pullback potentially down to the $5, $6 area here. And where is that on the weekly? These are where the trapped shorters are at. So that's going to be this area here. We should find some good support at this level between that $7, $7.50 down to that $6.16 area on that weekly 8 period, finding support at the previous highs now become the demand, or a previous supply becomes demand. So that's in a nutshell. AVAX has been playing nice here, right? With this aspect of the market. Pick this off here. AVAX came down. We found support at that $23, 24. We talked about it. I think it was Chris Alexander talking about the market as it was actually moving, right? He came on, and I think it was back down in here in August that I said, listen, I'm expecting to see this market really pick up. We saw volume pick up right up here, right? And I said, it's consolidating here, and I want to see it pushed up. And he's like, well, I hope it does. Because we all knew, like, he accidentally bought it back down at these levels here. He's going to be pretty happy here because I'm expecting to see AVAX get much higher than just the $69 area. I think the next push, we should be able to see AVAX back at that 109, 119 area here. As it starts to continue up here, expect to see, and as it comes into these higher levels, some major escalation, right? Again, this is the top 10, top 20 coin. And so we're going to start to see a solidification at these levels here. Okay, so it should hit this, consolidate, kind of like what Bitcoin is doing, right? Before it makes that next level up to where it's going to create the new all-time high where we'll sit there. And potentially we could see, and this is kind of crazy, but as the tide comes in, right, we will see as all the boats rise, right, leave and push up the rising what is it called? Rising tide pushes up all the fallen angel. All right, buddy. Lucifer the fallen. Oh, what? I am not seeing that stuff here. I do not know why I'm not seeing that. Alrighty then. There you go. For whatever reason, guys, I just wasn't seeing. That's weird. I was not seeing. All right. XRP, fallen angel. Boom. What's up, Lucifer? Hi. Good to have you. Sucker Free Club. Good to have you, my friend. For whatever reason, I am not seeing. That is really weird. Okay. Let's go. Hopefully. XLM. We'll go just check out XLM in a second. For whatever reason, I wasn't seeing your guys' comments in the YouTube thing. And who is this? Is that you, Tom? There you are, buddy. It's good to have you back. They hit up all the names. For whatever reason, my comment section wasn't updating on YouTube, and so I wasn't seeing everybody's stuff. What's up, Tom? I hope you had a good work weekend. Good morning, Carmen. Boom, Alpha AI. It's good to see you, Dar baby. Lucifer, the fallen angel. It's good to have you. Hey, your arch enemies, God, as well as Jesus, and your friend, what's his name? Judas was here last week. So just want to let you know there what's actually happening.
Pedro, I take a few minutes off and I come back and both Lucifer and Judas are here.
Yeah. They've been kind of popping in and out. Then on top of that, we had God and Jesus here a couple of weeks ago prior to that. So, why not have the full gambit here? You know what I'm saying? Next, if you read the book of Enoch, and we could have a few of those guys pop in here. So, hey, anyway, you never know.
Jesus, glad you're here. I can only spend a minute or two here. Pedro, let me know in TG how long you're going to be on, and I'll come back.
Okay, I'm about to close up here because I'll do XLM, and then literally we'll get going here. So let's go ahead and pull up XLM, and then we'll bounce like a red ball on a playground. Great school playground. All right, XLM, and then we'll bounce out of here. So XLM came up to our area of supply, saw a bit of a sell-off like we talked about, but now it's finding support here. So again, I'm more, as I was looking at the actual market, you can see here we have the sell-off. Do you see how there's still a decent volume coming in, but not as much? Whereas XRP is very different. So for me, I'd love for XLM to come back down to that 31 cent area before it makes the next leg up to the 79 cent to the 93 cent area. So we'll see what happens. But this is definitely that area that I'm definitely looking at for that weekly pullback, which is going to be the 27. Potentially people are selling this off to get into XRP, and then vice versa. We'll see XRP sell off and see volume come back into here. So you're definitely going to see that tip for tat area for these guys. All right, guys, that's it in a nutshell. Till tomorrow, where we can come back on and go over some stuff for Technical Tuesday. Tom, how you doing? A beautiful landscape, man. I'm jealous.
I'm doing well. I'm here in Winter Park, Colorado. The ski area is right off here. My lunch place is right over here, but I brought Striking Et, as I like to say, out here for her winter job. And so I'm spending the last day with her before I get on a flight tonight to go back to Chicago to make my way back to Canada. So that's been a long couple days here, but I've had a great time out here. I miss broadcasting, though. We haven't done it since a while. And Pedro, thank you for handling the show today. You ended up with a good crowd here, it looks like.
Yeah, we did. We had Lucifer, we had Jesus, we had Carmen Crypto. Good to have you. Saw you. Dar baby. Mike. We had Dr. J. We had Miss C Lady. Emotional Support Pickle come in. Alpha Wolf. It's good to have him. And then I also say thank you for giving us the $2. I appreciate that.
I was like, I wonder how this thing works. I was like, oh, that was easy.
Yeah, it really is. It actually really is. It's like, oh, just here. Also, Jason Spurgis. I want to shout out to Jason Spurgis and Mr. Rhodes. All you guys that came in today, and all you guys that also connected with us over on Rumble. Appreciate every one of you guys. Arcade77, Fire Chicken. Oh, we forgot to mention Fire Chicken. You want to go over Fire Chicken real quick, or do we could do that tomorrow? What would you like?
Let's do that tomorrow.
Sound good. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in today. Really appreciate every one of you guys. And we'll see you again, same time, same place.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to Pedro for running a great show today. And we'll both see you guys tomorrow.
Definitely. Many blessings, guys.